Hey you guys, welcome back to Is Your Six Cruising. I'm going to be driving, so you might hear some directions in the background. But this video today is about how I've got a good deal on the 4Runner. So we'll get started. It's 2019 4Runner TRD off-road. Got I think I'm at a year now. I've had it. 10,590 miles. So let's get started. I'm going to turn the screen around so you guys have something to look at besides my ugly mug. So stand by. Alright, well thanks for joining me. You guys are looking at the western side of North Carolina. I'm headed to Tennessee, but I figure you get something to look at besides me, which would be great. So, reason for the video was, had a lot of questions on how I saved what I would consider a lot of money. I think it was like $4,000 or $7,000 on buying a new vehicle. So let's get started. First thing I did was I did a lot of research prior to going to the dealerships. Figured out which dealership had what I wanted. And then from there, which I got lucky because the one I wanted was about 45 minutes away. I live in the hills of North Carolina, so they're not very close. So 45 minutes away from me wasn't bad at all. And I went, looked on the lot, salesman came up, told him this is what I'm looking for. So we walked over there, and this is the vehicle. It had 3 miles on it, but I wanted to make sure that what it said on the internet was the same as what it actually had. So after test driving it, trying it out, all that fun stuff, I took a picture of basically the sticker. The sticker on it has like how many miles per gallon should be expected, MSRP of price, all the add-ons that they did, and so on. But the important part is you got to get a picture of the VIN number. So I told him, well, I just want to test drive it. Never drove one of these before. Wanted to see how I drove. And then I left. I gave him my name and number because basically that's the one thing they want so they can hassle you later. Went back online, and now I knew the vehicle that I wanted to buy. I knew what the MSRP was on it. I knew probably what they would take for it. But at this dealership, and maybe a lot of them do it, I'm not sure, it has an online secret price. So they would give you prices, but if you put your name in, you put your phone number, they would give you the online quote, where they take a few $1,000s off. So I was like, perfect. A few extra $1,000s is going to be even better. So I got that price, and it was a couple $1,000s less. But I think what they try to do is they try to get you in the door. So from there, I told the guy, I want a vehicle. I want this vehicle, but I want to know exactly what it's going to cost out the door. I don't want to hassle. I don't want to haggle. I'm not going to come in. I'm not going to do this back and forth thing and walk out the door and blah, blah, blah. I want to know what your bottom line price is going to be. If you want to sell a vehicle, what's the lowest you'll go on that vehicle? So, after supposedly talking with his manager, I don't know how that works, they came back with a price. And I said, okay, perfect. I said, okay, I'll take it. I said, I will come in today and sign all the papers and pay for it. So this whole time they're thinking, okay, we'll take a few extra $1,000s off that's already been, a few thousand taken off. But we'll get them with this trade-in, and we'll get them with the financing. So say you have a credit score of 600 or 700 or 800, and depending on what you have, let's just say that you qualify for 3%. And they say, when you get in there, they say, oh, the best we can do is 6%. You've already fallen in love with the vehicle. You pretty much are thinking, 6% sucks, but that's fine, I guess. What's my payment going to be, kind of thing. Well, they just made 3% on you without having to do one thing. Now, depending on the price of the vehicle and how long you pay for it and all that stuff will dictate how much extra money they get out of you. So I was like, okay. So another thing they do is they say, or they wait for you to come in. They say, okay, well, what are you going to trade in today? Well, I had a plan of going in there with no trade in and no financing. I wasn't going to finance. But they're thinking they're going to get this money. Somehow, some way, they're going to recoup their money. So it's not a big deal if I take another $3,000 off, because at the end, I'm going to get you for $6,000. So I show up. I say, okay, this is the out the door price, right? I'm going to show up today. He goes, yep. So then I show up, and he starts doing that stuff. Well, what do you want to trade in today, Rick? I'm like, no trade in. He's like, oh. You can kind of tell, like, oh man, I just lost a couple $1,000s there. He says, okay, well, let's get the financing started and blah, blah, blah. And I'm all, well, I'm not doing any financing. I'm going to wire you money. And then basically his jaw kind of dropped. Because now he knows he's losing quite a bit of thousands more. Because now he's not getting those percentages that he was hoping for. So at the end, they're not saying anything, but I could tell they're a little disappointed, and I could tell I was a little excited or ecstatic because I felt like I got over on them, which is basically what you're trying to do when you're buying a vehicle. Is you're trying to get the best dollar you can, the best price, I should say, for whatever vehicle you're going to get. So that is how I was able to save quite a bit of money. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys enjoy the view. It's getting a little dark, so it's kind of tough to see. But I'm sure it was better than looking at my ugly mug. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section. But I'd really like to hear about if there's any dealers or any sales people that can, chime in and give some room. I'm sure at the end of the day, I got bamboozled somehow, but when I walked away, I felt like I bamboozled them. So you guys take care. Have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Thank you.